Everybody loves Raymond 360, ELR 360 Live. Hello, everybody. Tom Cultibiano here, looking for this over here. And we are live on everything, almost everything. Let's go to Instagram, shall we? Going live there. Going live there, going live there. Okay. Here we go, and we can go up here onto this one. This is, I like this today. Welcome, everybody, to today. Let's look here on Instagram, I think. Yes, that's where we'll see comments. Oh, Patricia Heaton. What is she talking about? In Italy, and here's part one of my trip. Okay, Patty talking about something. Tom Cultibiano here, talking all things Everybody Loves Raymond to my crowd of all dedicated Everybody Loves Raymond fans. I don't know why I'm shouting. I think it's pure enthusiasm. Okay, let's see. Can I play this? That's the thing. Hi, Teresa in Chicago. Happy Sunday. How are your beloved Cubs doing? How are your beloved Cubs doing? This. Okay. Hi. Is it Anam Kara _1? Hello from Rockland County, the home of the actual sculpture, the real looking sculpture that the sculpture was patterned after, at least, etc. Hello, Hippie Henry. Henry, are you of the hippie times of that period? They call it the 60s, I believe. Oh, that's a cookie down. Let me see this. Maybe I don't have to bend down. That's always embarrassing. Plus, I have to leave frame. Okay. There we go. Fighting. Okay, let me see. What do I want to see? Hi, Elizabeth. Let's go over here. So what I'm looking at, folks, I'm looking at two different screens. I don't see YouTube messages. I see all of my Facebook messages here. They asked me to take a survey when I signed on to the StreamYard program. Would you like to take a survey? I'm sure you have nothing else better to do right now than to keep people waiting. Take a survey. Anyway, hello, coming to you from San Diego. Okay, San Diego is not that far. Maureen, is it hot down there? Right now, everybody, 89 degrees in Hollywood. And it's a pretty high humidity. Let me see. Let me whisper this. Alexa, what's the humidity? The humidity is 42%. 42%, folks. That is high for LA, and everybody else would pray for this. Hi, Joanne. Hi, this is Raymond's sister-in-law, Joanne. Yes, Joanne. Do you want to chime in and defend your character? As portrayed on the show, not in real life, of course. Hello, Portland, Maine. What's the temperature up there in Portland, Maine? Anna Marie D'Alfonso D'Amelio. Is it D'Amelio or D'Amelio? It's D'Amelio. Okay. Hello there. Hello in Maine. I'm sure it's not that hot there. Hello, everybody. Karen Edwards, did you clean up the sauce spillage? By the way, I have another one. I'll bring everybody. Let me say a few more hellos, everybody. Hi, Marie. Aloha, Bob. Let me just bring you up. There you go. Of course, Mona. Brutally hot in Montreal. What does that mean? Brutally hot in Montreal. Does that mean it's not snowing? Is that brutally hot there? Okay. So for those of you, by the way, my phone, and you guys don't know this. Let me plug in my phone so it doesn't go dead. Here. So every once in a while, my iPhone indexes all the photos. So like today, when I go, let me just search for a few photos, it said, sorry, we are indexing your photos, which means you can't search any photos. Why does Tom bring up this boring piece of information? Because last week, was it last week? Time flies. Okay, Kathleen, I get distracted. Our Phillies just won. Kathleen. Okay, so Kathleen, Teresa, I don't know if you missed it, but Teresa is a Cubs fan. So she's not gonna be excited about the Phillies winning, and I am a Mets fan, so I am doubly not excited about the Phillies winning. So I don't know if you're gloating. Is that called gloating? I don't know. I don't know what that is called. 90 degrees in Maine today. Wow, that's a lot. Um, yes, everybody. Um, yes. Um, let me see what this is. Let me. Sorry, I'm scrolling through everything. So last week I was in the let's call this where I am now, Studio A, and last week I was in Studio B, which has beautiful carpeting, good for sound. Good for sound damage. Hold on, I have to take a sip already. By the way, all my mugs are at the other studio except for I have this mug. Oh, I have. That's right. I don't have an autofocus lens. I can't afford that. So that's Phil. Let me see. I can really focus. So I got that. There we go. Huh? That is Phil's mug. From Somebody Feed Phil. Um, Eat with your mouth full. Life is short. Eat with your mouth. Something like that. Let's get that there. Okay. Did a bunch of Zooms this morning, so I've been talking nonstop for about 3 hours, I guess. Um, let me do this to save you guys. I'm in Studio B. There's carpeting. We're setting up the backdrop, the team of people, which they look just like me because it's only me. I'm setting up the backdrop. Nobody's there. And uh, they had done a hot sauce test, and I accidentally hit one of the bottles, which was high on top of this kind of platformy thing, and it tumbles end over end, and then it explodes on the carpet everywhere. I showed a picture. I don't know if I can find the picture because it's indexing all my photos. That's why I brought that up. So I can't just bring it up for those of you that missed last week. So then I'm working on a whole bunch of things, and there's a guy waiting for me. So this is new, everybody. I showed a picture of the hot sauce. Imagine this, a full bottle of hot sauce. So I am getting gassed by the hottest sauce you can imagine. So the fumes are hitting me, but I'm talking to you guys live, and I don't want to be rude. And so I don't. So let me scroll back to a week. What would that date be? 7 minus 10 minus 7, right, is 3. Was it August 3rd? Uh, let me see. Could it have been August 3rd? August 3rd. Okay. So last week, so this thing's not having a manual, not having an autofocus. There we go. That that, folks, is what I was staring at off camera, and it was really it's disgusting, to be honest. And you know when you spill something and you know it's gonna be problematic, and you go, "Oh, let me clean that up right away." Oh, sorry. Look at that. See that? I'm so spoiled by autofocus. Um Uh, this is I have a Sony FX30 for those new camera people and an old Nikon 28 millimeter manual lens on it with an adapter. So, when you spill something, you wanna clean it up right away, and oh, here's a wider shot. Okay, so let me just rotate. I love doing live stuff because I can catch you on trivia. So, it spills, and okay, downloading, downloading, downloading. But I can't clean it up because I'm live. I'm talking to you guys, and I would have to disappear off frame, and then this is the other thing, you don't wanna just wipe up it's just a gross thing. You don't wanna just wipe up, hot sauce with a paper towel because it's just gonna schmear, as they say. It's just gonna spread everywhere. So, uh, I finished my live. I say goodbye to all of you kind people, and you had all these suggestions for me, which I completely appreciate. But there's a writer, director waiting for me in the other room to write. And so he goes, "How was your live?" I said, "Good, but I spilled some hot sauce, so I'm being gassed by potent fumes. Lucky to make it out alive." And he said, "Oh, uh, I'll help you clean it up." And I said, "Well, you don't have to because you need to write right now. So we'll write for the next 2 hours, then I'll clean it up." He's like, "No, it'll set, etcetera." So then I said, "Okay." If you're gonna clean it up, you have if I'm gonna I'll clean it up, but you have to film me cleaning it up. And he said, "Why? Why would anyone wanna watch this?" I said, "I think my viewers will wanna know how it went." So I put on, some of my blue rubber gloves and a shop vac. I shop vacked it, then I soaked it with carpet cleaner because there's a dog in this studio, not my dog, but an English bulldog who likes to mark his territory, which is sometimes my feet. And, So there's carpet cleaner. I spray that. I hand scrub it. They don't have any scrub brushes at the studio, which I find odd. They had a sponge, so I used the sponge, scrubbed like mad, and it came out perfectly. So that video, I haven't down. I will download it. I looked at it, and I even have the audio of him going, "Why would anybody want to watch this?" And I said, "You have no idea how boring I am when I talk. So they'd rather see me cleaning the carpet than listen to me talk." So let's do this. Oh, it's not letting me rotate. Okay, folks. So this is just going to be this. This is a great A/B photo. It's hard to do it. Scrolling, scrolling. Here is the before picture. Okay. Yeah, let's zoom that. Boy, I love this. There's the before picture, right? And it sat for an hour while I talked, and then a little bit after I talked to the director who said, I will help you clean it up. And now here's the after photo. Do we have a drum roll? Do we Anybody in the studio? Can we do a drum roll? Okay, no drum roll. Here it is after, folks, and I think I should get an award for best cleaned carpet. Right there, it's as good as it gets. S no trace, no trace of hot sauce, etcetera. So, I will post that. Wow, you really missed the autofocus. I will post that. So, Karen, thank you for asking. I did not use the baking soda, suggestions. I just didn't have time. Use the carpet cleaner. I will send a picture of absolutely everything. Oh, you know what? I have a screen grab that I sent, um, to my friend of me scrubbing. Okay, let's do this. Folks, did I lose all of you, or are we still watching? Um Let's see. Yes, I will do, okay, here we go. I'm gonna bring this up, Karen. Karen Giacalone. Um, hmm, that's weird. That's showing only 2 photos to my friend. Let's see. When would I have done that film? I have a hot sauce story. I dropped an entire bottle of it down the stairs when bringing it in groceries, and it shattered everywhere. We literally had to repaint the walls to get the stains out. Karen, see? Other people's pain makes all of us feel better. Um, let's see. Let's catch up with this. Hi, Deb. Tom, the Donna Reed show aired from 1958 to 66 and on season 1 had 32 episodes, season 3, 36 episodes. You mentioned Neil R did 22 or 26 were made in a season. Why do they make less episodes per season when they did years ago? Father's Knows Best, but 34 episodes per year and 55 they That is an excellent question. Okay, let me see if I can find, the date afterwards. The date would be a screen grab. Okay, I will tell you excellent, excellent question. Um, that's fantastic. The problem is I'm gonna answer all these questions. I wanna answer all those questions at once, but due to physics, I cannot answer all the questions at once because I cannot be in more than one place at a time. Okay. Somewhere I had a screen grab of me scrubbing, but it's gonna be another thing. Alright, and the answer to that is initially, when TV started, because I Love Lucy, for example, was the first real successful sitcom, 1951, they would do radio shows. They would do radio shows. They would do 36, 37, 38 radio shows. So TV was just radio with pictures. That's how it started. So they just a couple things. Um, there were no, storylines before them, so everything was new, and so there was no, like, "Oh, they did that on Seinfeld, they did it on Friends, they did it on, That Girl, they did it on," like, all of this stuff, back then, they were like, "Oh, okay, let's write these shows, and everything is game." So, the initial thought was, "Let's just do exactly what they did on radio," and then eventually, and I can tell you from experience, we did do 26 episodes 1 year, and that was really tough. Now, I always frame things, so when I say tough, the guy in the coal mine right now, who's working overtime goes, "How tough was it, Tom, to do 26 instead of 22 episodes in the air-conditioned, studio?" So I'm aware of the framework there, but in TV, you notice like The Sopranos and some of these other shows would do 13 a year and sometimes like 8 months off, etc. The bottleneck is the writing. you can shoot really quickly if you don't have to write the episodes. The bottleneck is trying to write really good episodes. So early on, that was more the TV model of doing it how they did it on radio. And eventually they landed that there's a season which lasts from after Labor Day, September, until, let's say, the summer, and then ratings go way down because people are like, "I would like to go outside. I would not like to watch a new show." So the network, I believe, and we can dig deeper into that, and we just did that event at the Paley Center, and I'd be interested in talking to the head curator at the Paley Center, Ron Simon, who, knows all things about TV, and just see, "Hey, uh, what has your research shown?" And so it's a combination of economics where they go, okay, there's no reason to make 30 episodes, but people are not watching as much. It costs us nothing ish to show a rerun. And the reruns sometimes do well and only cost us a fraction of a newly recorded episode. So that is kind of the reason for that in general. So now most shows, sitcoms, which there are very, very few of, make about 22 episodes per year. And yeah, so I hope that answers that question. Excellent question, never been asked before. And I really do appreciate it. Okay, so Marie would walk straight into the room and tell you exactly how to remove that stain. Yes, absolutely. Hello, Tom. Leo from Toronto, listening from Paris, France. So Paris, France must be, is it 10:30 at night in Paris, France? Uh, nice. Excellent, Leo. Go to, let me see, uh, La Poulaine. Is that the name of the bread store? I don't think they call it a bread store. If you're from New Jersey, it's a bread store. But I don't want to mispronounce what it really is called. La Poulaine. I think it's Poulaine. Can I tell you guys a real good story, a funny story? Kind of related to Elvis Raymond, but it just popped in my head. When else? When else will that come up? So, um, because I'm gonna help you, Leo. You've been one of the originals, so I'm gonna help you. Let me just say hello to a few more people, and then I will help you. Joanne, Raymond. Okay, this is Joanne. Joanne, in real life, now, Joanne, I'm assuming there's no imposter. This is probably not that. Ray Romano's brother in real life was married, and that marriage did not last. His first wife's name was Joanne, and in the show, we characterized it in a funny way, funny, whatever way. I can show you. It was done in jest. And so now Joanne, oh, sorry, Ray's brother, the policeman, it gets confusing. Ray's real life brother, the policeman, was married to somebody before. That's who's writing this message right now on Instagram. Raymond asked me if he could use my real name to play my character, and I said yes, not knowing he was going to turn me into a stripper. I think I should have gotten royalty checks. Hmm. You know, by the way, did Richard get royalty checks for his likeness? So, yes, you were a mean stripper, Joanne. I don't know. I don't know if you get more money for being portrayed as a stripper. And let's face it, some women are like, "Oh, I could have been a stripper if I went another way." I would ask Raymond next time you see him about that, about the royalty check thing. But I will say this: the royalty checks get smaller and smaller as time goes by. And my friend last night, who did the 6-year clip show of Raymond, he got a check for let me see, 4 cents. He got a check for 4 cents, and I don't know what he's done with the money, but good luck, Joanne. But good to hear from you. Happily, we'll chat with you more anytime. And I 100% believe you. So, okay, here's the message, Leo. For those of you listening that go, this is a very, very good message. A very good, it's a funny story, but it's also, if you're ever in Paris, go to La Poule. It's a really, really beautiful bakery. What do they call it? Boulangerie? Is that what they call it? Or is that a cheese store? Hmm. I'm weak with the French area, other than Paris, France, which is a beautiful city. Phil Rosenthal was celebrating his birthday, a big birthday. And he said, "Hey, everybody, I would like to do it in Paris." Now, for those of you that aren't I don't know how many of you have been to Paris. Who has been to Paris? Let's see how many of you have been to Paris. Let me see. I should ask that thing. Okay, so Phil goes, "I will pay for your hotel. You just have to get there," which is a very kind offer. But a lot of people I know, let's say normal people, like I'm a normal person, uh, um, I still have to work every day and worry about payments for everything. So I just had to get to France somehow. So we go to France. There's a lot of cool people there, including Nancy Silverton. Nancy Silverton is the person that started. For those of you that know, I make bread. I've made it every day since 2007. Bread baking right now. I can smell it in the oven. Nancy Silverton started La Brea Bakery when she was opened a restaurant um, with her then husband, and they needed good bread. So she said, "I'll make bread." She's also on Netflix. You can find it on, is it Chef's Table? Not, it's a thing where they study high-end chefs. So there's an episode with her, Nancy Silverton. She is also a James Beard award-winning chef and pastry chef. She's incredible. So she also started a restaurant called Mozza here. She's incredible, incredible. And she has a place in Italy where she retreats to. She is at Phil's dinner, and at one point, we're all in the bar at this fancy, fancy hotel, the Plaza de Atene, and we're sitting here talking. And her boyfriend says, "Tom, it's late in the evening now. So let's say, what is the thing that people do? They get drunk. So these people are drinking, and I'm not casting aspersions on them, but he says to me." It's a really small place. It's kind of hard to find. But what you have to look for, Tom, and he leans in, you have to look for a statue of a horse with a machine gun coming out of its rectum. And I thought, I doubt there's such a statue, and I think he's been drinking a lot. And he goes, and that's how you'll know that you have found the small bakery called La Poulaine. So early in the morning, I go with Phil Rosenthal's relative, and we only have paper maps. At that point, the iPhone, was the iPhone invented yet? I think it was, but it was, if you used it overseas, and this happened to me. I got a call. I was on a ferry going to Sicily, and I got a call. Oh, it's AT&T. Hi, AT&T. What do you want? Yes, you have exceeded your limit. Your bill is going to be close to $3,500 unless you would like to opt in right now. And before she finished the sentence, I said, yes, I would like to opt in right now, and completely reduce my bill to $110 from $3,500. So I couldn't use my phone to navigate looking for this beautiful pastry bakery shop, La Poule bake shop. And so Jeremy and I are walking. Jeremy's relative, and so we're walking. We cannot find it. He's got a paper map looking. It's like the old days, like the 1800s. We're walking through, and then we look up, and there is a giant statue of a horse with a machine gun coming out of its rear end. And I thought, oh, I owe this guy an apology because I thought he was drunk and sending me in a wild goose chase. And sure enough, the machine gun is pointed not directdirectly at the bakery, but down about that way. So there you go, Leo. Look for that statue. I'll see. I don't think I can find it. I don't think I can find it on here. This is not. This is not. It's not allowing me to search as well as I can. But I might be able to. I'm gonna slowly scroll. All right. Now, news, everybody. News. Everybody's random news. Um, let's see. Let me catch up. Let me catch up on all of this. Let me see. Let me see this. Hi, Maureen Schmidt. Did they break up those episodes back in the 60s into two sections, or was it one long season? I think it was a longer season. I think with um, with the TV in its infancy, then they were just filling out. They didn't know yet. I don't think they had Nielsen ratings for radio shows. They must have had some sort of radio show. Um, uh, but I think they aired it. So they didn't know that the viewership, it's really a business. It was a business then, but it really became this micro analyzed. And now, of course, the business has completely exploded. But from 1951 till, let's say, the year 2005, the industry was pretty much the same. And CBS president knew if we air this show May 5th, it's going to get a lot more viewers than if we air it July 5th because everybody's on vacation. So, yeah, I don't think they would double it up. Okay. Donnell, hello. Always welcome to see Donnell in, Texas. ELR's impressive in comparison to today's sitcoms, which only have 8 to 10 episodes a season, like the new Leanne on Netflix, and even fewer on UK sitcoms. Yes, typically 6 to 8. Donnell, do you like Leanne on that? I've not seen it. I'm just curious. I might have met some of the writers, etcetera. Let me see. Yes, iPhone 2007. Um, so, Henry, that's a good question. Howdy, Tom. Was there ever talk about making an ELR movie, or would that have jumped the shark? Well, Jump the Shark is, so here, Desi Arnaz, who was brilliant, when they were doing I Love Lucy, I think he and Lucy made 2 movies, right? The Long, Long Trailer, and I can't remember the other one, Farewell, My Love, or something like that. He smartly is like, "Let's take advantage of our fame and do a movie right away." So that was their prime, they look great, etcetera. The theatrical release of an Everest Raymond movie wasn't really a possibility. So now it would be weird because they're just not I mean, it would be a weird thing, of course, without, Frank and Marie, very weird, but at the prime of the show, it took everything to make the series and to add that to add a, movie, you would have to have some really big Sex and the City had a younger audience, and the beauty of Ever's Raymond is you're comfortable, you're watching at home, it feels like you're a family that fights, etc. And so there's no, you know, if you see the new Top Gun, there's kind of a reason to see that in the theater. On Ever's Raymond, you don't go, I can't wait to see their couch on the big screen. Has says nobody at all ever. Yes, I will find. Maybe my friend can text me a picture of that statue, and then I can air it. I can post it up. Let me see. So a reboot. Let's talk about news, shall we, everybody? Um, Thank you, Donnell, for answering that. Yes, Leanne is a solid show. It takes about 5 or 6 episodes to really get off the ground. Great cast. Yes, Donnell, and I think it's kind of I think, isn't it the guys that created Big Bang Theory and Two and a Half Men, etc., something like that? Um, let's see. Uh, the news. Oh, would there ever be a reboot? A common question. And I think, by the way, that's a common question because just like anything else that you love, you want to see more of it. So, a reboot would be really tough. It would have to be a completely different premise. Um, I think that would just be tough, is the bottom line. However, here is some news. It looks like the TV reunion is going to happen. Now, I say it with, um, pause and, trepidation because nothing is guaranteed here in Hollywood. Um, the unofficially, it's happening, everybody. Officially, unofficially, it's happening. So I will give you an update again next week, but the plan would be, if it goes through, um, and here, you hear me hemming and hawing. The production company has been picked. The network has said yes. A budget has been carved out. They want to start building the sets, but the last I heard, they were a little bit of, "Well, hold on, not so fast." So, that was yesterday, an informal what's today? Sunday? That was Friday. So, as far as I know, it's 99.9% going to happen. I will keep you guys posted. I don't know that there'll be tickets available if it's a filming in front of a live audience. I just don't know. I don't know enough to be able to say that, and even if there is, I don't know how hard it will be to get a seat. Oh, which reminds me. So, I will completely fill you in. I will keep you posted 100% of the time. You'll know as soon as I know, which is usually pretty much the latest, um, uh, information within reason, a day or 2 old. But I know I will know more tomorrow, Monday. Um, Mona, where will it air? Where will the TV resume? could possibly think getting closer to happening here. I don't know. I wanna say I know you're asking regular TV. It might be on Paramount Plus and then go to network TV. I don't know. I will find out and share all the information. But speaking of, regular TV or not wanting to, spend extra money, um, the Paley Center in New York City, everybody, the Paley Center in New York City here. Let me go to the thing. They are offering a special discount for all of my ELR 360 visitors. I believe, you can get in for a fantastic discount of, um, a lot of money off or free. Is it free? I don't know. Maybe if somebody's watching, they can tell me. Hold on. I'm gonna show you this. I could if I was doing it more sophisticated way. Oh, they just tagged me. Okay, so again, focus everybody. Let me do this so the phone doesn't fall. Okay, so there is the Paley Center. Okay, folks, Paley Center on Instagram, and also on 25 West 52nd Street. There is Monica shirt. There's somebody on the couch. Many of you went. Um, they gave me a code, so I will manual focus everybody. Just don't worry. Um, the they are giving a code where I believe my Everett Raymond, um, my Everybody Loves Raymond viewers get in for free is the bottom line. So, okay, let me see. Hi, Karen. Your audio is going in and out. Is anybody else having Tom's audio going in and out? I have the most elaborate setup ever. Hopefully, you can hear me. All right, let's see. Wow, so many questions. Okay. Will it only be a one-time show? Yes, Mona. It will be the cast getting together and reminiscing, of course, Phil and the cast getting together and reminiscing. I'm not sure if the writers will be invited or asked to leave the premises. Writers usually are a little bit down on the totem pole, sadly, but oh well. A reboot would never work. Yes, okay. It would have to be a completely different show. Yes, absolutely. Um, yes, audio in and out. That's really unfortunate. Sorry. Let me check thing. Hold on, folks. Let's see. Audio. Yeah. Oh, correct. Okay. That's the right thing. And let me see this. Getting rid of echo cancellation. And let's get rid of that. Okay. Let me know if that's any better, everybody. All right. Here we go. Karen, yes. Okay. Boy, I really hate when audio goes in and out, too. Let me know if that is better. I turned off the echo and all of this stuff. Let me see. I don't know how many other things I can correct. Let's see. Echo cancellation off, stereo, mic volume. Yes, let's do this. Let's really crank that up there. Okay. There we go. Okay. Noted. Thank you, everybody. Bring that up. You can absolutely bring that up right away. So, the Paley thing, I will post that. The Paley thing. Let's see, Paley thing, the TV reunion special, which I'll give you information on. There were other, I'm running through it. By the way, I don't have the canister with me. I don't have, but here's what I do have. I don't want to taste yet. See, I have this version of the Jammy Dodger. Oh, my bread is done. Okay, 45 minutes. And these two versions of the Jammy Dodger, I know I've tasted them already. I just needed to have something. Okay. There you go, everybody. Much better. All right, let me sit this. Hi, Deb Tucker Frank, near Buttsville. Tom, I saw on YouTube the Emmys and People's Choice Awards of ELR. Since I didn't watch it years ago, was working, etc., would be in bed, okay? On 2001, Doris Emmy Awards 71st, where she won Supporting Actress on Comedy Series. Her speech was wonderful, thanking cast, etc., but especially saying she wouldn't be up there if it wasn't for the brilliance of Phil Rosenthal and the writers. I saw you in the audience with Allison Janney, the actress. Interesting. Yes, I will say, you know, if you watch, I was very nice to Doris. If you watch the I Love Lucy movie that Aaron Sorkin did, they had this combative role with the writers, and it just wasn't accurate. And if you watch the original Emmy acceptance speech way back when, I don't think they had a category for writers back in the 50s or early 50s at least. But the cast goes out of their way to thank the writers, who was just two people, a woman, a man, and a woman. Is it Marilyn Pugh? Is that her name? P-U-G-H. You got somebody can look G-H. Yeah, somebody can look it up for me. And Bob. Yes. Okay. So. Yes, the bread, I can make it. Let me see. Is the lid on the bread? I don't know, because that will make it soggy. So, Annabelle, I will find out any news on the exhibit at the Paley being extended. Here's some news about the Paley exhibit. We don't know. There's a meeting tomorrow morning to discuss that, whether they're going to extend it. Currently, it ends now, September 7th. But here is news. It might be going, for those of you in Long Island, it might be going to the Long Island Museum of Music and Entertainment, which currently has a Billy Joel exhibit. So I will keep you updated about that. Let me know if any of you guys are out on Long Island, because that is technically where Ever's Raymond was filmed, out in Lynbrook. And, of course, the exteriors of the houses are in Merrick. When the Union Special comes out, can we set a time and date for us all to watch at the same time with a chat going? Donnell, that is a brilliant idea. I don't know how, I know that we can do it. I just don't know how we can do it. But for the premiere, all of us simultaneously watching it, for those of you that don't have Paramount Plus, I rapidly describe what's going on to destroy everybody's experience. No, that wouldn't be good. But yes, let's plan on that. Let's plan on a little watch party. I just have to figure out how all of that goes. So, okay, let me catch up now on these. Okay, and that statue would be good also. Okay, here we go. A picture of that statue would be good. Yes, so here we go. Everybody, I'm going to post this, but here we go. Look at this. Sorry, everybody, I have a manual focus camera. So I have to do this, and then I have to manually focus it. So there you go, guys. I'm going to post this, and you guys will see it's for Everybody Loves Raymond 360 people, and you'll get, is it free? I think it's free. Yeah. So there you go. Look for that link. It's legitimate. It's not a phishing scam or anything like that. So if you can get into New York, you will see it. Okay, let's see this. Mona, if you don't have Paramount Plus, you could always do a trial of it, and it's free. So when the time that comes off, only one time episode, take it as a trial. Excellent advice, Mona. I love that. Make your bread and the recipe. Bring it with you next time we share with us. Yes, I can do that as well. All right. I did want to talk, by the way, and I'm assuming my audio is phenomenal now. Am I right? Bobby S., thank you. Has an animated version of ELR ever been pitched? Yes, somebody pitched it. I don't. So there was a mention of it. You now trigger my memory. I have to ask let me bring that up. Let me see this. Oh, I can't bring it up because that's on Instagram. So let me come back over here. Thank you, Annabelle. Thank you, everybody. Phenomenal. We like phenomenal audio. Luckily, I recorded this separately. Okay, that's great. Okay, so yes, bring anything up right away, people. Even though I guess technically you are all my audio engineers. Sorry to give you that promotion, but all right, let me take another sip of tea. So much to talk about here. Okay, the favorite quotes mug, our bestseller. What tea do I have today? I think I have. Where did it go? I don't see it. Here we go. I think I have two different teas. I have this tea, which most Americans will never have heard of. Lion's tea, which is, help me out, everybody, Scotland. Is it Scotland? Lion's Tea. Yes, never heard of it as American. Okay. By the way, do you guys know this? I was going to tell you the other story too. This is a snack for Americans that I don't know if you've had it. By the way, I could have tried that, but it's not sweet. And it sounds like I'm making this up. But oh, you know what? Let me just let me just show a picture. Boy, I'm now getting way far afield. But we did have a Funyuns conversation, right? A Funyuns conversation, which is a snack that I think a lot of the people from the UK probably have never heard of. Okay, let's see. I texted to them and I do this. Okay, people are going to laugh. Please don't laugh. I'm not kidding when I go, I know people from the Midwest who are like, yeah, corn nuts. They will break your teeth and they are delicious. But growing up in New Jersey, I never heard of corn nuts. Okay, so I'm just curious, in an informal survey, going to manual focus here, do people in the United Kingdom or other places, do you know corn nuts? And people in New York, Karen, Jack, do you know? Did you grow up knowing what they are? Annabelle, anybody know what corn nuts were? Hi, Mona. Yes, Donnell. Sorry, Donnell. Lions is an Irish tea. Okay, apologies to the Irish. That's a bad mistake. Okay, let me just. Yes. Also, my Karen Edwards, not heard of them in the UK. Annabelle, you tried it once and broke a tooth. Yes. Yes. Had them in Chicago. So but at this age, teeth come first. Yes. Bonnie, very funny. So, okay. When they grew up eating corn nuts here in Utah. And yes, a couple times I questioned if my teeth just broke. So there's a healthier version. I love corn nuts. They're delicious. Never heard of them in my life until recently. There's a better, healthier version of them that aren't quite as teeth breaking. Just we are. Bob Silva, where were they popular bar snack? That makes sense because they're salty and they're not nuts and except. Okay, and you did not grow up in Rochester. Never heard of them. Okay. Thank you for the feed. Yes. Okay, awesome. All right. More about Everill's Raymond. It's funny that we're this far in. Let me gain control of the show. So Karen, did your husband Bob grow up on the East Coast? It's hard for me to keep track of your lineage. You grew up in the East Coast. Did Bob grow up in the East Coast? Did he go to Hofstra? Am I making that up? He's never had them, but heard of them. Yeah. Bob Silva. Okay. California, they had them. Karen. Yes. Great. Okay. This is all, I love this. I love this trivia. I love this power of, the audience having incredible knowledge. You know what I'm going to do, folks? Just for you guys, this Jammy Dodger is, let's see, okay, this is, if I'm in the witness protection program testifying and they decide instead of a black bar, they want to advertise Jammy Dodgers, this is what it would look like. This is their alternate flavor, which is, let's see this. I've already ranked these, so I can't rank them again. This is apple and black currant flavor. Black currant is not a well-known flavor in America. Let me see how close this bad boy will focus. Okay, yes. Wow. Okay. Apple and blackberry filling. There we go, folks. I should be getting a little bit of money from the Jammy Dodger people. And here is the original. Well, okay, hold on. This is beaten up. And there we go. That's the original raspberry flavor. New fruitier jam. Sorry if you're getting seasick. It's my fault. The black currant flavor, I don't think I'm going to eat one just for the pleasure. Back to manual focus. Here we go, folks. You know what that's called in the business? Racking focus is what I just did. Okay. He grew up in, yes. Amazon Canada has Canada. Karen Kraft, he grew up. I grew up in New Jersey. Hi, Maureen Schmidt. I grew up in New Jersey and never heard of corn nuts. And now I'm in California and haven't heard of them. Okay, Maureen, we are going to have to talk to the corn nuts people because clearly they've missed your demographic. You didn't know they existed. I didn't. We're both in the same group. Okay. Amy's funniest moment. This is what we've been talking about on the post. It only took an hour to get there. Okay. So I posted this photo. Oh, boy. Sorry, folks. I will be putting a autofocus next time. That is Marie talking to Amy wearing Robert's pants. Yes, those are custom pants made for extra funny. Then we had this moment. This is rehearsal. They are in curlers. That's how you can tell the cast is rehearsing. It's on rehearsal day. There we go. There we go. Curlers on rehearsal day. Monica is holding the invite, which I posted before. Brad holding his hands. It's one of the funniest moments. Are curlers passé? That's not the right word. Are curlers, will they be used forever? Because I think of like the bad 60s beehive hairdo. And I don't even know if you make it with curlers. I'm not really sure. Let's see this. So the funniest moment. Now, I'm going to post later today the refrigerator moment of Amy being thrown on the refrigerator because I think people feel like that might be the funniest moment between them. But the good problem is that there are so many to choose from, but I need to put them up and have a vote for a certain thing because I'm probably going to, if the TV special happens, hopefully I am involved and we'll try and get some votes on things and affect that TV show in a positive way. Teresa, I love corn nuts. Trader Joe's has a great corn nut. Oh, Trader Joe's, is it called Trader Joe's corn nuts? This is fantastic, Teresa. I'm glad we are friends. That makes me very happy because I will now look because the regular corn nuts will break your teeth. Okay, sorry folks, but I'm going to eat one of these. I'm not going to focus on it. I'm not going to rank it. I already ranked it, I think. But this is me eating corn nut. Okay, so we have to vote. You, the fans, can help me get the word out to the production company that is doing it. I believe they are a United Kingdom-based production company, the same company that did the Friends TV reunion special. And so we have to, we can, this all has to happen like this week because they move quickly in TV. In Hollywood, it's wait, and then go as fast as you can. Let's see. Okay, Deb, here we go. I use them getting ready for today. I have Velcro curlers. You can buy them. I don't think they'll do anything on my hair. They still use them in the salon. That's exactly the question I was thinking. Why was it that curlers seem to be more prevalent in the 60s? Am I making that up or more? I think it was a little funnier. I think what was a little funnier was Ray trying to throw Deborah on the fridge. Yes, Deborah going, okay, hold on, sorry, folks. I mean, without a doubt, the Jammy Dodger is such a home run. I hope someday to get to United Kingdom and tour the factory and distract them so I can stuff my pants with cookies. Okay, Linda. Hello, our aviator friend. I do think Amy and Robert's pants was her funniest moment, but there were so many. She had so much talent. Yes, a great addition to the show. This is quite a segue. Chicharrones, a.k.a. fried pork rinds, are another bar snack. Yes, great. That's a great one. Karen, I saw Banana Jammy Dodgers recently. Decided to give them a pass. There is no need to mess with the perfection. Okay, Karen, here's the thing. You're in Plymouth. Oh, I lost my picture. Hold on. Let me go back to it. Where did my picture go? Okay, let's go here. Okay, let me do this. Let's see this. Let's go here. Wow, it's really gone. Let me know. Can you guys hear me? Yes. Here we go. There we go. Okay. Did I lose image? Because it lost it here. Hold on. I'm gonna eat the rest. Karen, I think your responsibility is to buy those Banana Jammy Dodgers, bite them, let us know next time how they tasted, send us a picture, post all kinds of things. That is really kind of your responsibility here as one of the loyal listeners of all things Everybody Loves Raymond 360. So I think that is your responsibility. Okay, hold on, everybody. I'm let me see this. Okay. I'm searching. Wow. Okay. Doesn't come up. I was searching for that statue because you really have to see it to believe it. I'll see if I post it, people will go, what is this, Tom? Hi, Casey Bowman. I agree. Amy and Robert's Fans was hilarious. I was watching last night, and it was the episode when Ray changes the diamond in Deb's ring, season 1. But when Robert gives Amy the iguana for Valentine's Day, I died laughing. I had sort of forgot about that moment. Her reaction was perfect. Okay, awesome. Yes, Maxine. No pressure, Karen. 100% pressure. The pressure. Don't you wish your pressure in life was whether you had the opportunity to buy a banana-flavored cookie that is outside of the normal cookie realm? That would be, yeah, that's not that much pressure. Okay, why is this not doing this? Okay, let me do this, and I'm scrolling through here. Okay, last questions, everybody. Scrolling down, what did I mean? Women don't want to take all the time with their hair anymore. Need easier hair care. I heard they don't teach roller sets in beauty school anymore. That is awesome. Thank you, Andrea. How would you say it? Reunion show should also show touching moments when Frank admits to Deborah she is like the daughter to him in the snowstorm episode. Yes, that there will be a tribute. There will be a tribute to Frank and Marie, and that may very well be in there. Excellent suggestion. Tom, this is kind of personal, but Tom, do you drink smoothies? Well, I guess so, yes, but is there a special smoothie that you're thinking about? I don't mean that in a coy way. I mean smoothie, well, you know, there's all kinds of different smoothies. So which one are you referring to? Okay, here we go, folks. Drum roll, please. This for Leo in Toronto. Hold on. Jammy Dodger. There you go. That is Phil's philosophy right there. Life short, talk with your mouth full. And that just bit me in the tuchus because I had a Jammy Dodger reaction. Statue with machine gun coming out of its interior. There you go, folks. That points to La Pauline for Leo from Toronto. Let's see. There we go. It's hard because I'm getting reflections and I'm trying to hold it steady. Okay. That's pretty good. For those of you that are coming in late, Nancy Silverton, famous baker, started La Brea Bakery in Paris. Someone who might have been drunk said, look for the giant horse statue with a machine gun coming out of its rear end, and that will point you the way to the bakery. It's only 50 meters from that ass. So there you go. Leo, look for that. That was earlier. Thank you for sending. That is the statue. Back to manual focus, racking focus. There we go. Perfectly racked. Okay. Final questions, everybody. Right? If you see that, if you look up and see that, know that Tom one time told you there's a good bakery around there. A berry smoothie with blueberries, strawberries, bananas, Greek vanilla yogurt, and almond milk. Yes, with a question mark, Ellen. You're recommending that to me, and it sounds really delicious. All right, everybody, I love you guys. I really think it has been great catching up this week. I will fill you in on everything. Keep your questions. Do the votes. I'm going to post photos, so do the votes on everything that I post if you can. Look for that link that I showed you. Ellen, the question mark, I get it. Like you want, I will make that if you want. I would need some ratios or something like that. Okay, Deb, because you write so much. In a good way. I don't want to not. Ray's win on People's Choice Awards in 2006 was so funny. He said the show was off 8 months and he really missed the people. He had his teen sons who wouldn't go on stage with him, and as they did in the past, so he grabbed Angus Jones from Two and a Half Men to do like your time slot we gave you. Do you like the time slot you gave her? Then said, I'm cool if Angus said Charlie Sheen is cool. Ray replies, I don't see Charlie up here. Very funny. And I think all of you should know a lot of work goes into presenting jokes for those type of events. Well, sometimes they don't. Sometimes it's funny. I know this is, well, I'll save it for next time. We'll talk about it more next time. Annabelle. Hello, Annabelle. Boy, I'm turning everybody into a snack person. I had stroopwafel ice cream. I'll have to ask my Dutch friend how to pronounce that. Ice cream yesterday. Delicious. Bye, Tom. Bye, all. Everyone have a great week. Annabelle, always a pleasure catching up. All right, back up to Instagram. Yes, hello. I'm going here. Okay. All right, folks, if I missed any of your messages, I'm sorry. Just write them again, send them again. I try and answer every single question. I get a lot of messages and a lot of different things, so forgive me if you sent me a message on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Facebook. Let me see, what else are we on? TikTok. And I don't answer right away. That's because I just listed a bunch of names and I don't check them all. All right. See you all next week. Thank you so much. Have a good week, everybody.